What's going on, YouTube? It's your host, Bruce GNT. And we're back with a news story. I was saying that I want to do news like mostly covering New York, Georgia, maybe even Florida. This takes place in New Jersey, relatively close to New York, but it seemed like it's kind of spreading out a little bit. So for the past month or so, there have been drones that have been flying over like the New Jersey area, flying over military installations and just other important places that shouldn't be happening. And as it stands, even though it's been going on for a month, no one knows what's going on, like at all. So let's jump right into it.
Tony Perry joins us right now, the Middleton, New Jersey mayor. Mayor, very good to have you. It is amazing to me, Mayor. I know you guys are trying to get answers that no one has them, but a good many of them are ruling things out before they even know what's going on.
And that was our message yesterday. You know, it's very concerning when you sit there and say that there's no imminent threat when you have all of these drones flying above your neighborhoods and our critical infrastructure. And Middletown is home to Naval Weapons Station Earl, and to have a military installation here in town and to be told there's no imminent threat and see no action by the federal government at all is very concerning, not just as a resident of this town, but as somebody that wants to see the safety and security of our military installations secure at all times, not just when the federal government decides it's important.
So let me ask you that. A lot of the residents in your town, no doubt, seeing these things, and they always seem to pop at night, and they always seem to be in large numbers, including recently larger numbers. Has anyone tried to follow them? I know when it's lights off, you can't. It's difficult. But it seems that by the dozens, they're flying around, and they would be relatively easy to track when they're flying away.
Well, during yesterday's briefing, the state police told us that they had tried to track several of them, unfortunately weren't successful in any of those opportunities. And it's only a matter of time before somebody takes action into their own hands because they don't see action being taken by others. And while I would discourage any resident...
Yeah, when you look at it, like, and what he said, I saw like the news report, like it showed like the New Jersey police have their own drone.
And, the idea is like, where are they coming from? And they're flying in groups. And if they're coming from offshore, the New Jersey State Police had helicopters literally laying offshore waiting for this because it was night after night after night. And when they chased them, they shut off their lights, the drones shut off their lights and increased speed and disappeared. So it sounds like, it feels like, whoever it is definitely not looking to be encountered, detected, seen, or explained.
If you look at all these places, how is it that this is happening, that this is going on? You mean to tell me that one has been going on for a month, the federal government isn't saying anything about it like in depth, really, because you're not really hearing about it like that, and it's flying over what, three military bases, and then Trump National Golf Club, Bedminster, and then a little part of Philadelphia, and as you can see, New York City. So how is it that no one knows what's going on? The FBI doesn't know, the Department of Homeland Security doesn't know, the FAA doesn't know. So we as citizens are spending all this money for all these letter agencies, and they're coming up with nothing. They have no idea. The FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration, which is literally created to make sure that our air superiority is taken care of, meaning nothing just flies up in our open space without us knowing about it. And that's that's over land and then our immediate coast. And they don't know what's happening. They don't even know where it's coming from. That's the crazy part. Because when they were speculating it was Iran, they were like, okay, maybe Iran has a vessel out in the water. They don't know. So literally these things come like a thief in the night and then just gone.
From doing such thing, it is alarming that we continue to sit here with more questions than answers 3-4 weeks after the first sightings of these drones. I would encourage everyone to report those drones as they see them.
All right, I'm sorry, Mayor, to interrupt you. Could I ask you another thing? It's always at night, I say, and that really raises the issue. Someone doesn't want you to see these things very clearly, at least during daylight. So only at night, secreted away when the lights go out and they leave. Who could do that sort of thing outside of maybe the military?
Well, and that's why I'm more confident in the conversations and the briefings that we receive that this is not just a simple actor that is utilizing these drones.
Right.
This has to be some type of foreign adversary that is purposely poking fun at weak leadership. Unfortunately, when you see how long it took us to respond to the balloons that were traveling across the country, every day that goes by that no action is taken, there is more and more of an effort for this individual, this adversary, whether it be a nation or organization, to continue doing what they're doing. And that is look over the critical infrastructures, our water reservoirs, our utility substations all across the state of New Jersey, and obviously, most importantly, our military installations, to know that they are hovering above Picatinny Arsenal, Naval Weapons Station, all Fort Dix. It's time that we start to get serious, and the federal government needs to step up and start using countermeasures to ensure the safety and security of our residents.
Yeah, to your point, Mayor, when I hear people say, don't worry, there's nothing to worry about, I start worrying because you keep assuring me I have nothing to worry about, but you don't clarify what I'm worried about. Mayor, thank you very much. Good seeing you.
So he brings up some good points because this could be an organization, a foreign adversary. And he said that, the likelihood of it being the government is not that high. But honestly, I'm willing to question and beg the question, maybe it is. Because the reason why I say it is because it's either two things. It's either our government is grossly incompetent and they're just, I don't know, they just don't care. Or this is all the rules. They didn't think they were going to get found. They chose New Jersey for whatever reason. And they said, okay, boom, we're going to do this and see what happens. And then they got found out and they're just keeping quiet. Which it leads me to, honestly, I can't say that's the case because when they had a meeting, I'm not sure what the name of the meeting is. I'm going to have it on screen. The FBI looked like, the people in charge of the FBI, they looked perplexed. They look confused. They look like they honestly did not know what was going on. And they look frustrated.
Is the public at risk? Is public safety at risk? Are we concerned that there are nefarious intentions that could cause either national security or a public safety incident that would put Americans at risk?
There's nothing that is known that would lead me to say that. But we just don't know. And that's the concerning part.
I think the fact that we have these unknown drones, UASs, that are flying over either critical or sensitive facilities is exactly why we're having this hearing.
We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that, of one or more people that are responsible for those drone flights. But we're actively investigating.
Honestly, it makes you wonder, what would you rather be the case? That it is the government and they're just lying to us for whatever reason, and this is a bad lie because it's in your face, like people are seeing it. Civilians are taking pictures of it in video. So it's either they're lying or they're incompetent. Honestly, I'd rather have them lie because this level of incompetence, 4 weeks and nothing has been done. I'd rather that they're lying because if this is what's the case, if this is what's going on, and this is a foreign adversary, taking stock of what we have, in our military capabilities, that's frightening. That's really frightening. And then it makes me wonder too, why New Jersey of all places? Not to say, New Jersey isn't important to, military structure, but if they chose New York, that would make more sense because there's a whole lot of lights. No one's really looking up like that. People just minding their business, and during the night sky, no one's looking up because you can't see stars anyway, so it makes no sense. And there's so much like air traffic in New York that people would just thought, oh, whatever, it's some non-essential, But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. It's a short one today. I'm trying to do like news stories that I find interesting that no one's really talking about, that, to bring light to it and keep people abreast of what's going on. But yeah, that's really it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and, leave a comment too. Tell me what you think, like what you're feeling, and we can hopefully discuss. But peace.